Good morning, everybody. I thought I would show you how I make some Dexter's in blueberry muffins. Now, this recipe I got out of a Victoria's magazine back in the 80s. So this is something I got out of Victoria's magazine. It's not my recipe. It's just one that I make that we enjoy. So I thought I would share it, and we'll go from there. So you've got your bowl here. The butter is supposed to be at room temperature, but what I did is I just cut it up into little cubes. It's a half a cup of butter, and you put that in your mixer or in your bowl if you're going to use a hand mixer. I just love my KitchenAid. And we've got the oven preheating to 375 degrees. And now we're just going to turn this and let it get creamed. Go ahead and bump it up so it'll cream it. And that's why I love KitchenAid mixers. It's still not completely creamed because you can hear the butter, but it'll be all right. By the time we get done mixing, it'll be fine. All right, to that, we're gonna add the sugar, which is a cup of sugar. And I just add it slowly. So that's 1/2 cup softened butter and 1 cup of sugar. It's on second speed on this mixer. We'll just let that cream. I'm going to turn it up one more notch. These KitchenAid mixers are workhorses, I tell you what. Love my KitchenAid. And we're just looking for a consistency to where it looks like the sugar has mostly dissolved. Okay, I'm just going to turn it off and scrape the sides real quick. Make sure no sugar's getting stuck up on the side. Okay. Trying to speed things up so y'all don't have to sit here forever. And I'm sorry if that's like really loud. All right, we're going to turn it back down to speed 2 because we're going to add 2 large eggs. So 2 large eggs and a teaspoon of vanilla. They're going to go in. And then we're also supposed to add the baking powder and the salt. So we have 2 teaspoons of baking powder and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt here. Okay, I pre-measured everything to save y'all some grief. Okay, and I can see I've got some solids sticking to the sides, so I'm going to cut it off and use my spoonula here to scrape the sides. We'll mix these up. Alright. Once this gets good and combined, we're going to take it off from the mixer and mix the rest in by hand because you don't want to overbeat the flour in muffins. It'll make them not behave like muffins properly. So we're looking pretty creamy there. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. And I'm going to move the cookbook down a little bit. We'll just take this off from here. Take this away. Scrape that goodness off from there. I'll put the recipe in the description box, you know, the amount of ingredients and stuff. So we're going to pull this off from here, push that out of our way, and then I'm just going to turn you all around over here a little bit. All right, and so now we're going to add the rest. And they say to fold them in. I'm just mixing a little bit. All right, so we've got 1.5 cups of fresh blueberries. You can use frozen. And we've got 2 cups of flour. Okay, and I'm just going to fold those in a little bit so the flour can coat the blueberries a little bit. And the mixture. We're just folding it around. That looks pretty good. And now we're going to add 1/2 cup of milk. All right. Get this stuff in the sink out of the way. All right. I'm just going to fold this over. It's not a stir. It's a bring it up from the bottom and fold it in. You don't want to sit here and go whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. You don't want to do that. You're just folding this all in here together. You just want to get to where the flour is moistened. And that looks pretty good. Now, yeah, we're going to quit stirring or folding in. And I've prepared my muffin pan here. Make sure we're still recording. Well, I didn't really need that one. I got just 2 regular tablespoons. And you just spoon it into your prepared muffin pans. And I know they look really, really full, but believe me, it'll be all right. I kind of like when a muffin overruns. It gives you that nice crispy top. And it won't be too bad. Now I've got some here that could stand to have a little bit more put on top of them, so I can use up what I've got left in this bowl here. Or if you want to where they only meet the top of your muffin cups, you can fill them with less and just use a small 6-count muffin tin, you know, if you want to. I'm just trying to divide it up equally here. More on that one. All right, looks pretty good. My grandmother would have loved spoonulas. You can get every last drop out of a pan. And my youngest sister always says, but then what would your lovely assistant lick? And she was usually my lovely assistant. So anyway, that's the muffins. Now, oops. This is 2 tablespoons of sugar and 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. And you're just going to mix them together. I love nutmeg. Absolutely love it. And you just take and you sprinkle it a little bit on the top of each one. And this'll, during baking, this almost turns like a candy on top. That one I did get a little on the heavy side, but it'll be all right. Now these are really more of a cake texture than the you know, a regular muffin, because yeah, they've got all these sweets to them. So yeah, I know they're not diabetic friendly, but I was craving them this morning. I don't know if the Dexter's Inn is still in business, but if they are and they're watching this video, I want to thank them so much for sharing this recipe all those years ago, because my family has used it and used it and used it. I think every sister-in-law or cousin has this recipe. So there we go. Now, it's going to go in that 375-degree Fahrenheit oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. You just want a nice brown texture to the top. So we're going to put these in the oven, and I will come back at the end and show you what they look like. Bye. All right, I'm back. Breakfast cannot be served to men as just muffins, and you should know that by now. Greg, here's yours. Okay. He wanted sausage and egg over easy, and Scott and I are having scrambled egg, and that is the timer for the muffins. So we're going to get out some hot pads here and pull these muffins out.
And don't forget garden fresh tomatoes.
Ooh, garden fresh tomatoes, and fresh from the oven, Dexter's blueberry muffins.
Muffins will be good with breakfast.
Yeah, Scott says muffins will be good with breakfast. So, yeah, you can add some tomatoes to my plate. That one's actually your plate because it's 3 sausages. I only want 2. So we're eating a hearty breakfast because our day is going to be spent out working in the heat on the tractor shed. So enjoy your breakfast. If you want to give Dexter's blueberry muffins a try, I'm going to post the recipe below. Thanks for watching.
Wait a minute.
Oh, he's going to put ketchup on his eggs. I'm not going to make y'all watch that. Bye.
You have to have ketchup.
Ugh. Red dots, as his mother used to put red dots on his eggs. Now see, I can eat my plate with the tomatoes on the side. I don't need ketchup on my eggs. It just grosses me out. I'm sure lots of people love it, but ugh.
It's delicious.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.